Yes? You're Mr. and Mrs. Palmer?
Yes.
My God. How old are you two kids?
Come on.
Oi! Do you want the room or don't you? If you want anything, I live just across the hall. You can fix up the rent in the morning.
Thanks.
Well, good night, Mr. and Mrs. Palmer.
Good night.
Don't touch me.
Tough one. I'm not pointing the finger at anyone in particular, but someone at this table is cheating. You're a bad loser, Fiona. No, I'm not a bad loser. I'm just tired. Oh, why don't you two chooks go on home?
Oh, lovely. Well, she's one of all.
Now, who the hell can that be at this hour? Oh, excuse me, I'll be right back, girls.
Thanks, Ellen.
It's my wife. She's sick.
Is it the baby?
I think so.
Ruby? Aren't you having pains?
Yes.
Bad pains?
Yes.
Has she been crying out?
No. Shouldn't we take her to a hospital?
I'm not going to a hospital. Please get him out of here.
Madge, the doctor's number's on the table by the phone. Why don't you go with Madge? Come.
She should be crying out.
There we are, David.
Thanks.
Where do you both come from?
Melbourne.
Melbourne. How old are you?
18.
18. This your first baby?
Yes.
Oh, relax, love. It's a joke. Come on. Cheer up. It's not the end of the world. Will your parents help you?
No.
What about hers?
No.
Well, you can count your blessings you took a room here. Fiona's 1 in a million.
Fiona.
Your landlady, Mrs. Thompson, she's a remarkable woman. You'll see. Well, David, what did you want? A boy or a girl?
I don't mind.
Just as well. You've got one of each. Twins. Good morning, Patricia.
Hello, Mrs. Thompson.
Clean nappies. How are they? Little darlings. Oh, where's David?
Looking for a job?
Oh, that's good. It's no good him moping around here all day. Oh, will you look at that? Just 1 week old and he's like Tarzan already. Oh, have you thought of names for them yet?
Not yet.
Patricia, you're not the first unmarried mother, and you most certainly won't be the last. Okay, so I know it's none of my business, but I can't help noticing how you treat David. It took two to tango, love.
You're right, Mrs. Thompson. It is none of your business.
I'll get on with my laundry. I'm taking the girl. You can have the boy. Whether you have him adopted or not is your problem. I never want to see either of you again. Patricia. Well, she certainly says what she means.
She really hated me because of all this.
Rubbish. You've got to find her, you know that.
No. No, I won't try to find her. She knows what she wants. She always did. She certainly doesn't want me. Or the boy.
Okay. What about the boy?
I guess I'll have to have him adopted. I can't look after him, I know that.
If you have him adopted, you'll regret it for the rest of your life. Oh, David, you're young, you're strong. Why, you can give this boy a good future. Do you want to give him away?
How can I look after a child by myself?
I look after him until you get on your feet. What's his name going to be?
I don't know. What do you think?
You're the father.
How about John?
John. John Palmer. That's a nice name. Hello, Johnny. Oh, you're going to grow into a fine young man. You'll see. A fine young man.
What the hell are you doing up there? Climbing to the top! Look, don't do anything foolish! What's your name? John Palmer!
David Palmer, you can't come in until you close your eyes. Now stop pushing.
Oh, come on, what are you talking about? I'm trying to juggle this train.
Oh.
What? Oh, well.
Will you just look at her?
Here, give me that before you drop it.
Well, your mother's right. You certainly are beautiful. Come here.
Oh, who can that be?
If it's Bill, don't let him in. It's unlucky.
I'll go.
Hello.
Good day, Mr. Palmer. Is Susan there?
Yes, hello, Bill. We're just been having a preview of the wedding dress, and your bride-to-be is beautiful. Oh, here she is.
Hi, darling.
Have you got the TV on?
No way.
Well, you'd better switch it on. News spot. I think you're in for a shock.
Okay. Said to switch the TV on.
David, it's the police.
Mr. Palmer?
Dad, look, it's Johnny.
Well,
Is that your son, sir?
Yes. What's it all about?
I'll explain on the way. Do you think you can talk him down?
Oh, I'll talk him down, all right.
Yeah, Susan's a nurse.
It's done.
Bill, he works with me. He's my best mate. I introduced him to her. See, Saturday the 28th is going to be the happiest day in their lives. So I want everyone in the state to come along to the wedding.
How can he do this to me?
Well, do you find this romantic? Would you risk arrest and maybe your life to climb a tower like this to invite the whole world and his wife to the marriage of your sister to your best friend? Frankly, on a night like this, it leaves me cold.
Well, it looks as though if you have nothing to do on...
Okay, we're off the air. I hope they throw the book at you, mate.
Why? You got a good news story?
News story? When I heard you were up here, I only came up for one reason.
What was that?
I thought you might jump.
Television 4, good evening.
Yes. I want to lodge a protest about the arrest of that nice young chappie who climbed up your mast this evening.
Your name, please.
Wilberforce. I think it's lousy that someone with a bit of romance in their blood gets hauled off to jail like that.
Thank you, sir. I'll register your complaint.
Thank you. Getting a lot of calls, are you?
Yes, sir. Good night.
Yeah. And what's wrong with this country, eh? Your police arrest that nice guy because he wants to invite me to his wedding.
Your name, please, sir.
My name is Tony Lucia.
Dad, I'm sorry.
Are you?
It all got a bit out of hand. I wasn't doing any harm.
Weren't you? What does that say?
Trespassers will be prosecuted.
Good. I just wanted to be sure you could read. You obviously saw those signs around the transmitter then.
Yes, sir.
For a moment, Sarge.
They may want you to have psychiatric tests.
Me? They're mad.
No, they think you're mad. And after tonight, I'm damn sure you are.
Oh, come on, Dad. It was only a bit of fun.
Fun? You call that fun? I give up. Been trouble ever since you were born. Never understood you. Look, just tell me, why do you keep doing stupid things like that all the time? What do you want?
I don't want to talk about it.
Well, you're going to have to talk about it.
How many sons do you have, Mr. Palmer?
2.
The other one named Kevin, aged 18?
Yeah.
Come on in, son.
Kevin, now what are you doing here?
He was in on it, too.
He didn't want John to get all the blame.
Seems to me you've got a pretty undisciplined family on your hands, Mr. Palmer.
So, they let you come home?
Took a lot of persuading, I can tell you.
Susan gone to bed?
No. Bill came over. His mother suggested she spend the night at their place. We've had lots of phone calls, people knocking on the door telling us they saw you on TV. You're not exactly Susan's favourite brother at the moment.
Thought she'd laugh about it. You know, her sense of humour.
Some girls don't find their wedding day a laughing matter. What about you? How did you get mixed up in all this? Couldn't believe it when your father phoned to say you were arrested as well.
I don't know what all the fuss is about. We didn't hurt anyone, did we? Well, it'd be different if we were throwing petrol bombs or mugging little old ladies. All we try to do is make people happy for a change. Any other family would have laughed about it.
Any other family would have kicked you out in the street. And get to bed, both of you.
Can't we talk about this sensibly?
I don't think you can do anything sensibly.
Come on. You have to get to work in a few hours. We'll talk tomorrow night.
Night, Mum.
And I'll talk to you over breakfast.
Night.
Dad, it wasn't all John's fault.
Yeah, go ahead and protect him.
We thought it up together.
Go to bed. The police think we're a family of ratbags.
Yeah. Well, perhaps we are.
You wouldn't laugh if it'd been there. What am I going to do with John, Beryl?
You could try understanding him.
Understanding him? He's a lost cause. You know that. If he's not doing that stupid things like that, like this cable tonight, he's living in that ridiculous dream world of his. And you always end up defending him. He isn't even your son.
David, when you first brought that rebellious little boy back from Sydney, my heart went out to him. Now, we have all grown to love him very much. But you treat him as a complete stranger, and you're his father. Just maybe he does these crazy things to get you to notice him.
Oh, I notice him, all right.
Come on. Let's go to bed.